Hey everyone, it's JV Jones. I am here live today. So excited because I have the beautiful, the sexy, and the talented all in one piece here with me, Tamika Law. She is so phenomenal. Been around the DMV for how many years?
16.
16 years. And when I tell you, when I first heard her, I was like, man, this young lady here is going to be going places. And she is. So I thank her so much for coming by and spending a little time with us. First, just tell me a little bit about yourself, because you are so passionate about your singing. And so I know not only someone has to be like a Phyllis Hyman that probably inspired you, but tell me how you became the songstress that you are.
Wow. Well, I'm from Ohio, Dayton, Ohio. I grew up in church, and I grew up singing, listening to all the greats. My parents, I grew up in the 70s, so I grew up listening to
Good music.
Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan. In the 80s, Whitney Houston came on the scene, and I just wanted to be her.
Tore it up,
everything
right?
Whitney Houston. So I just really enjoyed singing. The funny thing is, singing was not my first love. Basketball was my first love.
Really?
Yes, I am a basketball player, a former basketball player.
Okay.
And I was pretty good. And when I did not make the team in college, then I had to fall back on something.
Okay.
So I just said, okay, singing is cool. I can do it.
Very good. So you went to school, college in Ohio as well? Okay.
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yes, Buckeyes, go Bucks.
No, it doesn't be Howard. No, it doesn't be HU. Always got to go there. So I know that, like I said, you've been singing in the DMV and all. What have you done to get you to the point now? Like, have you been, traveling the different shows in the city? But what have you been doing up to this point?
Wow, I've been doing a lot. So when I first moved here about 16 years ago, I started out on the agency band circuit.
Okay.
So I joined an agency band, and I was doing weddings and bar mitzvahs and
I know they're fun.
family reunions, like all that kind of stuff. I even joined a go-go band. Now, disclaimer, I am not a go-go fan per se.
Okay.
I'm not from here, so I don't have that,
Okay. The go-go's.
Yeah, so I like the first set where it's kind of R&B-ish and kind of mellow. And then that second set, I was like, yeah, I'm going to sit this one out. Shout out to Soul Patrol. I was a part of Soul Patrol.
Were you?
Yeah,
Okay.
with Scooter. And,
Yes, Scooter.
And I was a part of, I played with Belladonna early on.
Did you?
I did. I
Okay.
subbed in a lot, and I met Cherie through another musician friend, and we became fast friends. And then she was also in the band that I was part of the agency band. So
Right.
she would call me for some
Love.
gigs. So yeah, I got around.
Love sweet
Musically,
Cherie.
I was kind of all over the place, just testing the waters of the different things that the area had to offer.
So it got you prepared for
Yeah.
who you are today.
Yeah, I got a
Love
lot
it.
of practice.
I love it. I love it. So tell us a little bit about the show that's coming up this weekend.
Yes, so I will be one of the featured artists for a tribute to the music of Phyllis Hyman, which is put on by Brincourt Entertainment, a promoter. And this is our third installment. So the first time it was Bethesda Blues and Jazz last summer.
Okay.
Then we did a second show at the Carlisle Club in Virginia. And so this time, this Saturday, 8 o'clock at Bowie Performing Arts Center, we'll be there. And it's going to be amazing. I'm excited about it. I liked Phyllis Hyman. I wouldn't say that I was necessarily a Phyllis fan, but learning her songs, learning her music, I became a fan. I could relate to so much of her music, and especially with some of the experiences that I've gone through just in life, I could really relate. So it comes out in the, in the music. Some songs are just, you can really feel it.
Mm-hmm.
You can really feel it.
Yeah, I came up during Phyllis Hyman days, so trust me when I say I loved her, gone too soon, like so many others,
Absolutely.
so many others. So, it makes my heart feel good to know that you all are bringing her music back, and I hope to be able to be there Saturday. So hopefully,
Awesome.
yeah.
So, from what I understand, there's a huge Phyllis Hyman contingency of fans here in the DC area.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a young lady who I must give shout out to. Her name is Sugar Shang, and she has been doing it for years, for 10 plus years. I've never met her personally, but she was synonymous with the Phyllis Hyman tribute before I came along.
Okay.
So she opened the door for that opportunity for me, and so I just want to give a shout out to her, just for being the first. I don't know if she was the first or not, but she was the one that everyone associated this particular tribute with.
Gotcha.
So yeah, we just gotta support one another. It's not a competition or a
true.
contest. We are all vocalists, we're all singers, and it's enough out here for everybody to eat.
Yes, it is. And I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people feel like they have to compete when you really don't. When you're good.
Listen, the Bible says your gifts will make room for you, so it don't matter what you're doing if you think somebody else is doing it too. If you go in the grocery store and you go down the bread aisle, how many companies make bread?
Isn't that the truth?
So Wonder Bread didn't say, oh no, we don't want to make bread because Fleischmann's is already making bread. No, it was room for Wonder Bread too.
Yes,
that's kind of how I look at it.
That's true. That is so true. So tell me, what things do you have coming up other than the event this Saturday?
So my company, Musically Yours Entertainment, has been hosting some new artist showcase.
Okay.
And I've been partnering with a little jazz club down in DC called Alice's Jazz and Cultural Society.
Okay.
And it's a small, intimate little spot. It's really, really nice. And so I'll be doing another one of those. I don't have a date quite yet, but they also just feature live jazz Wednesdays and Sundays. And so I actually have a date May 24th.
Okay.
So I'll be doing like my own jazz show on the 24th of May.
I know that's going to be nice. So you're going to have a mixture of different artists that...
Well, for that particular show, it'll just be me.
Okay.
But when I host the show, yes, it will be different artists. What I like to do is promote other artists, up-and-coming artists, people who are not as exposed or who are looking to build their fan base. So I use my platform to give them that opportunity to introduce them to people and to introduce people to them and their music.
So your specialty is R&B? Is that your heart?
I would say that's my heart, yeah. Okay. Even though I grew up gospel, I wouldn't say that I have a gospel voice. Even though I sang gospel with a amazing gospel group for many years, jazz, R&B, contemporary soul music is kind of where I live.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you this. I tend to ask artists this a lot. Do you think R&B is becoming a thing of the past?
Yes, absolutely. I think the definition of what music is has changed dramatically, so much. And I don't knock the younger generation. They're very innovative and, they have their own identity, but it is just not the same. It's not classic stuff that will last for years and years and years. I can play the OJs and it still sounds just as good as it did back in 1972.
Yes, indeed.
I can play Shaka Khan, and Rufus from 1968 and it still sounds good.
Amazing. And not to
yeah.
mention people sampling the music.
Right. Yeah.
So
it's
that's
good
when
because
you know
you
it's
sample.
good.
Exactly.
That's when you know it's good. So a lot of younger artists, those that are trying to get into the business, they need someone to give them some good advice. And I feel like you've been in the business long enough now that you can, give someone some good advice that they need to live their life by day. What would you say that is?
Wow, that's a loaded question. Be true to thine own self. I would say, do not compromise who you are to get something that you want. Because if it's for you, then you'll get it. You don't have to go against your morals or your character, who you really are, to be something and be somebody. There's an audience for everybody. And I would just tell these young people, be patient. Don't rush trying to be famous or trying to be rich or trying to be a star. Social media will make you think that it's some wonderful thing, but half of these people that you see are either renting the car, renting the house, renting the jewelry, renting the clothes. Like, none of that's real. None of it is real. And I would just say, I've had a lot of experiences, and I just chose not to compromise. I'm not going to go out on stage half naked. I'm not going to sleep around. I'm not going to sleep my way up. I'm not going to sing stuff that is contrary to my faith walk and who I am in God. I get a lot of, well, you should sing gospel and you shouldn't sing R&B and you should. God made music. He didn't just make gospel music. He made music. He gave me the gift of song, not the gift of gospel.
Right.
And so everything that I do as unto the Lord. But I'm not going to do anything that is immoral. I'm not going to do anything that's going to defile me or bring grievance to God. Yes. So
I love it. Yes.
I would just tell people, be true to yourself and don't compromise.
You hear that, right? Sister's talking some good stuff right here. So tell people how they can follow you and how someone can basically book you.
Oh, okay.
And have you star in their show.
Yes. So I am rebranding. So I have a new website. You can find me soon at iamtamikalaw.com. You can find the landing page right now, but we will be going live very soon. I'm also on Instagram at Mika Law 3. Okay. And also Musically Yours Entertainment. You can find me on Facebook at Musically Yours Entertainment as well, and at Tamika Law.
Do me a favor, spell Musically yours. Yeah.
MUSICALLYOURS.
Okay. Can't assume anything.
Wait, I think I misspelled it because it's 2 Y's. Musically and yours.
Right.
Yeah.
So make sure you have 2
Musically
Y's.
and yours, correct.
Well, thank you so much. Once again, she's going to be in the tribute to Phyllis Hyman at the Bowie Center for Performing Arts this Saturday. What time does the show start?
Doors open at 7 p.m. and show starts at 8. And tickets are $30, and there's still some seats available. So if you want to come on out. We got plenty of room for you. It's going to be a fantastic show. All-star band, amazing background singers. Oh, y'all not even ready. My co-sister in this tribute is Vivian Taylor. Amazing vocalist. You guys are in for a treat.
That is awesome. Yeah, I'm so excited. It's a beautiful place too.
It really
so,
is.
Yeah.
It really is.
So you all are in for a great treat. And thank you so much again for coming
through,
spending some time.
This was so fun.
You know what? JV Jones loves having company. So we are going to say good night, but thank you so much for joining us. And make sure you get your tickets. Tickets are selling out, okay? I don't care what she said. They're selling out. So you need to get your tickets now. But we're out of here. Thanks again. And we got some things coming up this summer. You know, we got the Summer Soul Funk Festival coming up in August. And just stay tuned because you know what? DCN and DC Nightlife is going to be bringing you some awesome entertainment this summer. So stay tuned. We're out of here. Thanks again, Sister
You're
Girl.
welcome. Thanks for having me.